Welcome to Data Debunked, where we analyze today's analytics. And this is the first episode of the Internet of Things series. And so I'll just be giving a brief overview of IoT, which is sometimes abbreviated as, and seeing where it's applicable to today's business processes. And so IoT is essentially devices connected to one another and sending signals back and forth to get tasks done. And there's a definition by IBM that I particularly like. And they say, the Internet of Things is a concept of connecting any device, so long as it has an on or off switch, to the Internet and to other connected devices. The IoT is a giant network of connected things and people, all of which collect and share data about the way they are used and about the environment around them. And so IoT was actually coined by Kevin Ashton, a technology pioneer, in 1999. So it's a really new topic. And it had predominantly been used in manufacturing, as I'll get into more shortly, because it was used to then deal with supply chain management, right? And they had very large chips back then that were used for IoT, and they were also really expensive. So that's also why it stayed more on the back end. But now, as technology has improved, it's moving more towards the consumer and consumer-facing products, such as anything really with the word smart in front of it, such as smart TV, smartwatch, even smart thermostats, and so on. And what's really fascinating is that there was actually a tech analyst company, IDC, and they had a statistic stating that they predict in total there will be 41.6 billion connected to IoT devices by 2025. And it is really crazy to think about, because now with the smaller chips and with it being cheaper, now we have the challenge, though, of placing IoT into consumer-friendly products, but in a way that will create a great user experience, because customer demands are rising and rising. And with it, companies have to be more and more adept at knowing what a customer wants without them telling them. And so now we have to take into account the style and design of our products and ease of use, and even privacy and security concerns that may come with it. And so I'm going to delve into 3 ways that IoT can be beneficial for your business. And the first one is that it gives you real-time results. And you can get a better idea of what the consumer wants. I usually think of this through the retail lens, because that's where it's very popular. And you can very easily track inventory management. And so you can always stay in stock of your most popular items. You can see how long your customers are waiting in the queue, and also what products aren't selling well. And so then you can mitigate things in real time so that your customers are always leaving happy. And this also favors an omni-channel approach. And an omni-channel approach is a multiple channel one where all of your channels are connected. And so your customer, whether they're accessing you through social media, in person, through your website, they get a very similar experience, and it also is going to be a great experience that they'll want to come back. And so now I'll go into the second example where IoT is very beneficial, and that is that it can boost productivity and raise revenue. And one of the ways that I think of it is more in the workplace, right? And there could be something such as a motion tracking system. And you can see how often are your employees getting up and taking breaks. Are they taking advantage of all the facilities available to them? Are they using the gym? Are they using the cafeteria? Are they staying after hours? Are they overworking themselves, or are they getting burnt out? And when you can notice these pain points and touch upon them, then you can make your employees happier. And when your employees are happy, odds are you're going to have a productive company. And then I'm also going to go into the third reason that IoT is great for businesses, and that is that it can reduce waste. I look at this through the supply chain lens, because when you're tracking packages and shipping thousands, if not millions of product a day, you want to know that every piece of material is going where it needs to be going. And so that is where the tracking systems come into play. And that is also where you can see how long is it taking for material to get from point A to point B. And also what material are we wasting, and also where are we short on supply. And knowing that can help you mitigate those costs, and then also only spend on what you need to be spending on. And so that was a really brief overview of IoT, and next week I'll be going into more detail about specific innovations within the sector and very actionable steps that you can take to create better business processes through IoT. But thank you for sticking around, and hopefully I'll see you next time. But yeah, subscribe, like, comment, share, and and so on. But take care.